All right, you guys. All right. I'm super excited about this video because I know so many of you guys have been asking about how do I become debt free? Now, you can do searching on the web. You can find answers all over the place, but I understand that that tunnel can lead you down one way to another, and everyone got the best idea. I'm just going to share what worked best for me and how I got myself out of debt ASAP. Okay. And of course, I'm really looking forward to the business minded person, the person who is looking to leverage their business to accommodate their lifestyle. My wife and I, for those of you guys who don't know, we do a lot of traveling. We love, love, love to travel. So we really structured and set up our business that can accommodate our travel pleasures, but it can also be leveraged as a business event so we can get tax write-offs, benefits, make money while we're on vacation. I know most people, when they go on vacation, here's how it looks, right? You ask your boss for time off. Then when you're gone, you either get paid time off or you don't get any kind of pay at all. So now you're on vacation and you're kind of stressing out because you got to get back to work to make some money. At least in an entrepreneur's life, that's what happens. People who work regular 9 to 5s, you get time off in the job, you get paid time off, and then boom, that's it. You only get a certain amount of days throughout the year. When you're an entrepreneur, the benefit of it is you can take time off whenever you want. It doesn't necessarily mean you're off. It just means that you're taking time away from your home location to go do work on a cruise ship or to go do work in the UK or Asia or Africa. Like, you can go anywhere in the world. But you want to make sure you're also taking care of your personal life, which is becoming debt free. That's why we're doing this video right here. And you can see I put debt isn't free. It's really not, but here's one thing that really stuck with me when I heard one of those gurus, they made a video. His name was Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But he had a really good point. For poor people, debt and taxes keep you poor. For wealthy people, debt and taxes keep you rich and wealthy. So I want to tell you guys exactly how you can go ahead and eliminate all that debt so you can start building your income. And using debt as an advantage versus looking at debt as a disadvantage. In my entire adult life, I was always told debt is bad. There is some bad debts, but not every debt is a bad debt. You can flip your debt and make it actually into a good thing that can benefit you. I'm just going to show you 4 things that I would do if I was in your position right now to create that bad debt from being a headache and a stressor to making it into something good. I'm going to give you some very logical, basic information that anybody can do right now. I don't care what your credit score looks like. You can change it right now. Number 1, my advice to everyone is if you have a family, you have a home, you should absolutely have a business. You should. There's so many benefits to having a business. It blows my mind that we're not taught this as children. So if you don't have a business, by the end of this video, you better get on that computer and start launching your very own business. Even if you have nothing to sell, you don't know what you're going to do, you should establish a business. All right. So let's go ahead and get into why you're going to eliminate your debt now. So let's talk about the different ways you can get rid of that debt. Now, number 1 is you can pay it off. Now, that's not my favorite, but that's really a very basic and quick, easy way to get rid of your debt, right? But you're probably thinking like, Joe, but I got like all this student loan debt. And Joe, I got all these credit cards that I racked up, and it just seems like I'm paycheck to paycheck, and I can't afford to pay off my debt. And that is most people's problem, but that is a way. That is a way. Just pay it off, right? Maybe you want to pay off the debt that has the highest interest first. Knock that bad boy out and then start working on the smaller players, whatever the case may be. But that's the hardest one to do. And that's why most people are swimming in debt. It's not like you don't want to pay your debt. Most of y'all want to get rid of that debt, but you just keep finding yourself back in the same position year in and year out. But that's the first thing you can do. Easiest, but the hardest. The second thing that you can do is you can consolidate your debt into a loan. And I know it's scary. And I know sometimes we think these people are scammers, but they're actually legit. You can actually contact one of those companies that will get all your debt and they will consolidate it so you make one payment. But what they do is they get a lot of that debt out of those revolving accounts, right? Those credit cards and all that stuff. They get all out, so it's in a loan. So you're paying off that loan right there. Now, not all companies will do that. Sometimes they'll call and negotiate lower rates with these people who you're paying. So now you're only paying 75% of the debt. And of course, they make themselves a little profit, but you're not paying 100% of what you owe, which is kind of cool. It's pretty cool to do that. And again, it's not my most ideal way to take care of the debt, but it is a way to consolidate it, get a loan, get it taken care of, talk to those debt, consolidation people, whatever, and take care of business. Now, let's get into the things that I like, okay? Number 3, this is the one I would do if I was in your shoes right there. Transfer your debt to your business. Boom. Did I blow your mind? Transfer your debt to your business. And you're thinking, dang, that sounds cool, but Joe, how do we do this? Let me explain. This is how you transfer your debt to your business. There's so many ways, but let me share how I would do it. Number one, you establish a business. You become a legit business. You establish a banking account with a bank. You will do your due diligence and you will interview these banks. You'll sit down with these, bank, representatives and find out, okay, tell them your intentions. You have your business plan, maybe, because some of them will require that, but you got everything with your business is legit. And then you tell them, I would like to apply for, well, if you got a seasoned business, a line of credit, or I'd like to establish, a credit card with this bank. Now, a lot of times, young businesses can get anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 just to get your business started. Banks want to give you money. They want to find reasons to put money in your hand. Okay? So you're doing this. Now, younger businesses, they might put a personal guarantee, and that's fine. Go ahead, suck it up and get that personal guarantee that in case your business fails, you will still be, responsible for that loan that they're going to give you, or that line of credit, or those credit cards, whatever they're going to give you, right? Just kind of follow me with this. So now that you got your business line of credit, you open up one bank account. Why don't you go open up 2, 3, 4, 5 more? Because if you get 5 banks to give you $10,000, well, that's $50,000. And let me ask you, what could you do with $50,000? Well, I know what I could do. What I would do is I would liquidate that money. I would take that money that they give me, whether if it's a line of credit, a credit card, or a loan, whatever the heck that bank decides to give me, I would liquidate it. I would turn it into liquid cash. I would take that cash and I would pay off my personal debt. Now, you still owe that debt. All you did was you take that debt from those credit cards and you transferred it over to your business. And now the business side of the house is different than the personal side, because what do they tell us on the personal side? You should never have more than 30% of the cap of your credit card, by the end of the billing cycle, right? You shouldn't have any more expenses other than that. You should be as well under as much as possible. You're paying all the high interest rate, whatever. I get it. Get all that stuff paid off with that cash you turn from your business. You pay off that debt, and now you owe that money to your business. Now, this is why this is awesome. Let me share this with you guys. You're paying that debt still, just on the business side. So the debt doesn't go anywhere. You're still paying that debt, but you cleared up your personal debt. So now your personal history is not taking a negative hit every single month. Now that's all cleared up, and you're going to start playing ball the way you're supposed to and not spending any more money than what you actually have in your account. So you're going to start doing what you're supposed to, right? If you watch my videos, you'll understand how to build your personal credit up. But on your business side of the house, it doesn't matter how much you maxed it out on. As long as you're paying the minimum every month, then you're good. Now you're paying off that minimum right there, and now you can start establishing business credit. Now you're building up good business credit because you're paying your debt off on time. You got your debt paid off, so now you're starting to build up on your personal credit, and now you're knocking out 2 birds in one stone. Now you're raising your credit on both sides of the house, because there's going to become times where you're not going to want to use your personal credit to get a car or a home or business equipment or whatever the case may be. You may want to use your business credit so it's not attached to your social. Now, I don't want to talk to, high and get over your head. I want to really speak to a level to where you understand the basic fundamentals of this. So let's go ahead and recap. You got bad debt. You create a business. You go get some funding for your new business, your startup funding, because you want to start, creating some wealth with your business. Now you take that money that you got, whether it's a line of credit, credit cards, or whatever, you get that transferred into cash so you can pay off the bad debt on your personal name. So now everything's cleared off, and now you're building up personal credit because everything is all taken care of, and now you're paying off that debt. So you transferred it over to your business. Now you're paying that off on time because you're supposed to, and now your business credit can be raised because you're going to make sure it gets reported to the business bureaus, and then you're also going to make sure that you're doing everything you need to with secured credit cards if you need it, or unsecured, doesn't matter, but you're starting to pay off things on time to build your personal credit. So now everything is being taken care of, but I got one last one for you. Now, this is a little more long-term, but this is my personal favorite. I say the best for last, all right? This is your bonus right here. And this is for people, you might be a little bit further in a game than others. But what I want you guys to do and consider, well, this is what I do, is getting a life insurance policy. Get $1 million policy, okay? Invest into that policy. And now whenever you need money to bail yourself out of anything, you borrow against your own life insurance policy. There is an interest rate. So before you say, well, Joe, there's interest on everything. You borrow against it, pay off your debt. You don't have to do an application. You don't need credit checks. You don't need anything. You don't need permission for anything. You borrow against it, pay off your debt, and then you pay back that life insurance policy that gave you that money, that $100,000. You borrowed against it, and now you pay it off on time because you're supposed to, but all your debt is cleared and free. There you guys have it. Now, obviously, I gave you guys the sky high view. There's all these little intricate details in between, but you guys know at any time, you guys can click in the description and click one of the buttons right there. I'll give you a free consultation, and I will give you all those small details that might be applicable to you specifically, because everyone's situation is different. This is just a general video, give you some general information to get you ahead of the game. If you guys are liking these videos, please let me know in the comments, and if there's anything that I missed or anything you want to add to help someone else out, please in the comments add some stuff right there. And viewers, just remember, this is everyone just sharing their own personal experience. I always recommend that you guys get with an attorney, get with someone who knows the law in your state that can further help you out and guide you along your path and your journey. You know, the internet is great for information, but you always want to make sure you do your due diligence in finding out information, guys. All right, I'll see y'all later. I gotta go. What's up, you guys? What's up? If you're liking these kind of videos and you want my wife to keep giving me permission to make these for you so I can work from home, please do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment if you like or share this with a friend. But this is helping me become a stay-at-home dad so I can share as much information with you as guys possible. But she will not let me stay on this channel if I'm not having people follow me. So help me out and I'll keep helping you out.